Hello everyone, welcome back to the channel. Excited to share this build with you here. So as you can see, we've gone through had a couple of hiccups in the bootleg GTO, but it is finished. I'll do a slow turn for you. This car was challenging, but I think we got it worked out, got the car fully built and finished. I decided not to rust it out. I was going to rust it and add some patina, but we settled on the paint kind of fading, and lost a clear coat. It's got a dull finish, and we ended up settling on some of the primer coming through, and I really liked that look. I didn't want to toy around with trying to add rust because I wasn't sure that I could get it looking correct. I've never rusted a car out. That is coming down the road. We'll build a car and we'll rust it out. But the car presented some challenges. The front grille and bumper area did not want to go on. As it didn't want to go on smoothly anyway. I had a couple of issues with getting the car to stop wobbling. It had like a three-wheel thing going on there for a while where one tire was raised up, so we had to go ahead and take a little air out of that tire. What I did was I just shaved it. I don't know if you can see it or not, but I shaved down the bottom of the tire. It actually looks like the tire went soft. Blacked out the rims, blacked out the grill and the rear bumper. I was gonna do where the chrome is supposed to be around doors and door handles and the windows. I was gonna do that in black. Like I said, when I got the car to this point, before I was gonna start to like dry brush some rust over it, I just liked the look. You probably see the exhaust hangs way low. That's the way it was molded. It doesn't hit. It doesn't affect how the car sits, and so I left it. I left it alone because I figured it's a bootleg GTO. This particular car is not made to win any shows. It's just a fun build, and same way I thought, like if this were the real thing and somebody had owned it, I don't know if you can see it, but I added the roll cage. If somebody had owned it, they're not taking it to a show. They're loading up a case of moonshine and running it to wherever they're going. So I left the exhaust hanging down. I don't know how the front end ended up so low, but I like that look too. So when I got it repainted after I painted up the car the first time, I sanded it down. I'm sorry, actually, hold on. So I painted the car, had the bubbles. You saw that video if you've been following along. I sanded it down, and I was going to respray everything. But I liked how it looked with the primer showing through, so I said, I'm going to leave that. So, kind of like if this car had a storyline, the person that's driving it, the wheelman, so to speak, just got it out of a kind of a used car lot, threw some paint on it, and didn't really care how he was painting it. Just covered the chrome, covered everything, door handles. It's kind of rattle candid red, and that's kind of like how I see the car. So I didn't change anything after I sanded off the bubbles, which I think was tree pollen. But even this thing, like the paint stand and everything, has some of those bubbles, especially the one that held the body with like the wire clips. So didn't do anything with the car other than paint it and glue it together. I gunked up the engine a little bit so it looks like it's got some leaky valves, or it's had some dirt and dust come up in on it, and maybe it's had a couple oil changes and they weren't all that careful about it. I did actually, the only piece I had it in was this piece right here because I couldn't stand those circles, and I missed by just a little bit, and I said, you know what, if that were a good old boy just tossing a piece of like a patch in there, he might not have cared. So you kind of see what I'm talking about there. This part right here, and it's not perfect, and I like that. Bottom of the car is fairly plain. I'll show you. This is the tire I had to shave down. The bottom of the car is pretty plain. I did carry that kind of like that engine grime. I did it with panel line black. That kind of engine grime down onto the bottom. Scribed out and did the panel lines. I wasn't careful about that because I just wanted this car to look old and used. You can probably see like right there in that front of that panel line on where the front of the door and the front fender are. There's a little bit of staining, and actually along the bottom too. I didn't really work very hard at cleaning that up. I thought, well, this is just an old whiskey runner, and they're probably not running it through the car wash every day. Overall, I had fun with the kit. Presented some challenges. Would I build this kit again? Yeah, I'd buy another one and build it. I think that the kit may get some bad publicity and over complained about, but overall I think it's a good kit. I had fun with it, and I think if you had the time where you wanted to really fiddle around with it, you could probably get a pretty highly detailed model and do a lot of stuff with it. But and I had the time. I could have really slowed down and done this kit up, but it just started to come together and have like a, so to speak, a personality. And I said, you know, I like that, and that's where I'm going to leave it. So. And if you're into model building and you want to take the time to make what I like to refer to these cars as like pieces of art, if you want to take the time to make it your own, like your own little unique piece of art, your own signature, so to speak, then this kit is well worth the money. It's not a bad kit. I painted the headlights and the blinkers silver. The interior is blacked out. He said it's got a roll bar in it. Don't know if you can see the roll bar. Yeah, I got a black shirt on, so you can't really see the roll bar. There you go. You can hold it off to the side. You never know. You can take a corner a little too fast, roll the beast over. You don't need to be crushing it in on yourself. So, overall, fun kit. And we got some exciting kits coming up, and I guess that's where I'm at. I would buy this kit again and do it again. Maybe I will at some point. Maybe I'll run into a kit that's the right price at a model show and do another version of it. But hopefully you followed along. Hopefully you followed the build itself. If you haven't subscribed to the channel yet, I would appreciate it if you did. Give the channel, the video a thumbs up. Toss me a comment. Let me know what you think. Everybody out there, until we see each other again, everybody be safe. Everybody be blessed.